On the 2022 Pro Spec Shootout, brought to you by JB's Power Center, Zestino Tires Canada, Pulse RV, Devotion Tire, Mission Raceway, Valitech Production, Little Brown DJ, Fundamentally Fresh, and 403 Street Driven are our partners that make it happen. Crowd, how are you guys doing? Let's turn to you. How are we doing? Are we ready to watch some drifting? Adam, put your hand down. I know you're always down to watch drifting. That's cheating. Gosh, you can put that guy in a polo shirt and he's still a mess. Love him. All the way from Alberta, live to you, Adam Swanky in the building. Camp for the show, stay for Adam's antics. All right, what are our thoughts on our music? Can we get some love for the LB DJ? Been spinning the tunes all day. It's a good level for you guys. Not too loud. Not going to blow out some eardrums. He did that for me. I feel so special. I actually got to press that button too. It's really cool. It's really dope. All right, Mr. Eric Goings on the far side of the track. Do we got some love for Eric Goings? Let's hear it for him. He wasn't listening to you guys. He was talking on the radio, so it's all good. We'll come back to you that. Oh, hi. Yeah, Lato's feeling it. Let's go. Bring that vibe, brother. Oh, man, everybody just showing up on the electric vehicles here. We're late. Oh. All right. Well, I know you think I'm the star-studded performer, and you all came very, very far to see me. But realistically, let's talk to Mr. Chelsea DeNova. Do we got any fans of him in the building? Oh, dude, like half these people don't like you. What do you say?
Well, I don't like you either, then.
That's fair is fair. All right, so Chelsea, you're getting some judging activities in here this weekend. What are you going to be looking for, my man?
Yeah, for me, I'm the style judge, and I just want to see aggression, use a lot of throttle commitment to push the car around the track. And then in these sections where there's straightaways leading into the turns, you have to slow down. I'd like to see them slow down with the angle more than the brakes or the handbrake, utilizing the car being sideways to slow it and set it up and power through there. So for me, it's not necessarily about the line and how much angle they have. It's the consistency, it's the fluidity of that, and basically how aggressive the run is. Like, I want to see somebody out there that looks like they're crashing the entire lap but not doing that, and that's going to give a lot of points.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you very much, Chelsea. Hope you're enjoying Canada so far. Yeah, he is. Right on. I know there's some complaints about the funny money, but that's okay. That's okay. Monopoly money. Speed gun. Ex-speed gun, Sean Switzer says. No longer rocking the speed gun is Sean Switzer. Damn. Moving up in the world. He's now Jeremy's assistant. Is that what you're doing down there? I'm running radios, bud. Don't call me radio, Unit 91. Right on. So we are just waiting for some more cars to get back on a track. So one more time, drivers, if you're in the pits, you need to be in your car on the line right now. Let's get going. Please obey the speed limits in the pits, though. Don't want to be doing that. All right, and perfect. Sean is now in his seat. Nice. Fundamentally fresh. Also happens to be the lead pest controller on site today. Showed up with those citronella candles, and he is doing us a big favor. So if you're a big friend of Fundamentally Fresh's media or bug killing skills, let him hear some love. Oof. Well, I love you. Thank you. That's all that matters. Aw.
Fly the drone over him.
I got to get that crowd noise sound effects for him.
Right, yeah. Add him in there, Jeremy.
Take me like an hour.
Want him in there somewhere, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. First run of qualifying, kicking the wheels off in our 2022 Pro Spec Shootout. This is Tristan Mclennan and McLennan Motorsports. Boost Factory, C35 Varel, RB opening on all the tabs, grabs a little e-brake coming in across the last corner. They're gonna fill that last outside zone. Big booty car on the wall. You'll love to see it. Put your hands together in a clapping motion for Tristan Mclennan. A fantastic first run there. The Boost Factory, Valino Tire, Platform Garage, Mclennan Motorsports, C35. Looking good there. First good run there in the bag for Tristan. Know they were dealing with some axle issues early on in practice. Looks like they got it all sorted out there, so big shout out to his crew there. Actually, all got matching shirts too. They are probably some of the sharpest dressed individuals in the building. Looking good, guys, looking good. All right, second driver on the line here. This is Ian Fournier. Got some love for your local guy. Let's hear it. Fuel Lives, GK Tech, in Juker Racing, Zestino Tires, R32 Skyline. Ian Fournier works his way into the course here. Now goes out for that second outside zone, right? Nice in the middle of the track. That's good. Filling that second, that third outside zone, pardon me. Down the left foot brake there, checks it up just enough, and alongside the wall here. And wow, we've had two heaters right off the bat. Fantastic job for Ian Fournier. No, he'd like to give some love to his family, watching, cheering him on. All right, Adam Benson comes to us here in the Integra Tire Chevy Corvette. He stepped it up to our redemption round last year. Nice to see Adam Benson a part of the full pro show this time. All tech. Oh, no, that's...
Hey, Tony.
What's up, Jeremy?
Do you want to explain to these beautiful people out in the crowd there what we're looking for, what these judges looking for?
100%. So as Adam Benson makes his way into the course, we'd like to see him dragging that wall on the entry. Leave a little bit of room for the first inner clip. Might be hidden from the judges there, or the spectators, but there is an inner clip between the drag strip and the road course as Adam Benson now wrapping it around the entirety of the course. Good job there for Adam Benson. Make some noise. Valino Tire Corvette. So to go back through it, on the run-up, we are using the typical Formula Drift to chicane style start. Your driver will leave from the lead rein. They're going to be filling a first touch and go on the outer zone on the left-hand side of the drag strip, trying to fill that for as long as possible. Then they're going to be transitioning into what's traditionally turn 2 of the road course. There is an inside clip as they come off the drag strip onto the road course that they're going to be trying to hit. Good front-end proximity is required there. That clip is mandatory and heavily weighted. We don't want you to blow by that and just take off down the track. So as we come in out of the radius there of the turn 1 traditional road course direction, pardon me, out of to the traditional turn 1, you'll see that there is 2 standing codes on the far side of the track. That is your second outer zone. Cars will be doing well if they, hang out in that zone, fill that the whole way. Then it is a quick and long transition into the third outer zone, which you see on track left, just in front of you here. And after that, over to turn 2, which is the direction of the race course, the normal turn 2 as it will. Free line there. You just have to keep it off the grass, off the dirt. Nice lead and consistent chaseable line is what the judges are looking for in the second half of the track. Now, if you look at the track right, there is one last standing clip there. That's your final outer zone. We'd like to see that filled as Ryan Drutz comes in the Devotion Tire 240SX Zestino Tires, smoking off the back of that thing. CPI injection on board, and look at that. Ryan Drutz takes out the first outer clip zone of the day. Using that left foot brake just to check the car, put it in all the right places, check all the boxes, and Ryan Drutz is off to a killer start here for your 2022 Pro Spec Shootout. Of course, each driver will have 2 non-consecutive runs where they're judged by our panel of judges, who are Mr. John Birdstead, Sean Hardham, and Chelsea Denofa this eve and tomorrow as well. Highest score is 100. Bar, well, Here's the situation. Just need to set a score today. I know there's a few gentlemen in the pits still battling some mechanical gremlins, so they're going to try to slap that together so they can get back out here, get a score on the board, and make it into tomorrow's top 32 show. Well, now that we got some more people in the building, how you guys all doing? Hello. You guys excited to be here? I'm excited that you're here. It's really nice to have a crowd. Loving that, guys. We'll be leaning on you guys for some more energy later on here. Anybody see anything cool today? Anything new? Yeah? Did you see the paint job parking lot? That was pretty sweet. Parking lot paint job, rather. Falling over my words as normal here. As here we go, next driver on course. This is your defending champion, Aaron Day. And the Triple S Motorsports S14 leaves a little bit off that second outer zone, a little bit shallow towards the third one here. Maybe just a safe banker lap just to get it in, but now finishing it off strong there is Aaron Day in a huge cloud of smoke. You got some love, let's hear it. Get rowdy, get loud. Aaron Day, of course, sponsored by the Triple S Motorsports Crew, TC Signs, Wheels Plus, Super Speed Wheels, King Tuner, Synergy Coatings, and the Tent Lady. All right, so a score of 77 for Aaron Day. 77 for Aaron Day, car number 24. Next up on the line is Galen Norman, one of your local drivers once again in that R34 Skyline SCG Performance Jazz Products, part of the Midnighters Drift team. No, they were battling some issues all throughout practice, but it looks like they've got it sorted out. So for a first practice run and qualifying run, here comes Galen Norman. Let's make some noise for him, guys. Let's see what he can do. Good initiation there for Galen Norman. Keeps it in check here. And, ooh, just a little bit of struggle bus there trying to, oh, boy. Oh, that's a bit off. Missed it by about that much. All right, so maybe not the first run that Galen Norman was hoping for, but definitely going to be the first run that he receives. I think it's pretty unanimous of the judges, judging by the language here, that is going to be a 0 unscorable run for Galen Norman, and yet just getting the nod of approval there from John Bernstead. All right, next online here, that revved performance, 180SX, it's Jesse Foote. I know Brother Foote was bugging me about the Bustin' Footloose, my favorite moniker. It says I have to change it up, so. Well, Jesse's a pretty short dude, so he can't really get a foot up on anybody. That doesn't work. But here we go, Jesse Foote, let's see how he throws it down. Filling that outside zone very well. Nice rate of angle in that 180SX there as Jesse Foote now uses all that power of that 2JZ to stretch into that second outer zone. Now lining up that third, has to grab just a little bit of handbrake. Re-rotates the car, really good job here for Jesse Foote. Taking a big full line there and up against the wall on the exit of the course. Let's hear it for Jesse Foote, letting it all hang out there. Excellent job there for Jesse Foote. An 85 for Jesse Foote, 85 for Jesse Foote. And that does put him as your #1 qualifier thus far. So Jesse Foote sitting in a really good position here. Jace Hybash is next on the line. One of the drivers coming up from the United States. Coming to give our Tim Hortons and hopefully one of our pros, Formula Drift Pro Spec licenses is his goal. Let's see if he can get it done here in qualifying. Good initiation there, the LS S13, pretty classic combo. Oh man, little bit more off that second outer zone, a little dirt drop zone coming in out into the third outside zone for Jace as he checks it up here. And a nice smoky exit there for Jace Hybash. All right, so a 65 for Jace Hybash. All right, next driver on the line. This is Casey Spencer. Pretty sweet-looking Corvette. Leaves a little bit of the rear end on the wall. You'll love to see it. Very exciting start of the run here for Spencer Casey. Oh, yeah. Just flowing in the breeze here. And that is how you make a statement. Welcome to Canada, Casey Spencer. Let's hear it from him, guys. All right, a 51 for Casey Spencer. 51 for car number 84 on Chevy Corvette. Next driver on the line, this is Lane Weber. They call him the Weebs. I don't know if that means he's an anime enjoyer or not, but Lane Weber in that LS RX-8, sorry. Hey, happy 8th day, everybody. It is RX-8 day, the least love of the RX family of cars, but it is 8th day, so happy RX-8 day. Anybody pick up some cool SPEC-D swag? No, we got some sun hats, finally. Those sun hats are looking beautiful. Adam, stand up. Model that off for us, bud. Look at that, eh? Beautiful. Look at that. Your choice, blue or black. Go hit them up at the SPEC-D merch tent as we're having our track officials just on the track checking something out. Some may have come off a car or something like that. Some missing pieces. Need those. So who all drove up from Edmonton to be here today? Woo! And on, who's local? Who had to drive like 10 minutes? That's pretty ideal, hey? You guys are smart. Right on. Who quit work to be here today? Oh yeah, few people quit work. I know one person in particular did. Mr. Sean Lund actually gave up his employment to be here. That's this guy right there. So if you guys need to buy a beer for anybody in the house, that guy could use a few. Or if you have a job offer that allows him to work on weekends. Or not work on weekends, rather. As here we go, back to the action on track. Lane Weber coming in. Nice, snappy initiation. Looking for that outside zone. Leaving a lot to be desired there and has to bibble bobble out of it. Tries to reinitiate here. Fundamentally fresh, hot in tow on the drone. And Lane Weber here under scrutiny of the judges. All right, next driver on track here. This is, sorry, they surprised me with that one, guys. This is Brian Goodhue in that 1JZ G35, and as I get warmed up, he's unfortunately to the end of his run. That's gonna be a 0, and Lane also received a 0 on his run. So handing out the zeros like they're handing out hotcakes. It's really important to make sure that first run is good. You just need a score to get into the show tomorrow. Next up on the line, we have number 97, Marco Tassone in the Triple S S13.4. Almost messed that one up. We love seeing Marco on track here. Really excited that the program has come together for him. He is on the line, ready to burn tires on this thing. And if there is anybody who is owed a good result, it is definitely Marco. So we're really going to hope it comes together for him here. Very excited to see what he's about to put down in that Triple S Motorsports King Tuner Zestino tires S13.4. Basically built a whole new car, but you know what? Instead of switching the front, let's bring the front end from the old car, put it on here, and that's what we got. No, the mad body man, Justin Dudu-Butt Matsuda put that together. Looking really good. Good job, buddy. The door's even open. Wow. So here we go. Marco Tassone, strong initiation there to that first outside zone. Coming across that first inside clip. Now going out for that second outer zone. Takes a second to check it up, but this is looking really strong for Marco Tassone, leaving all the clipping points on the track. That's exactly what you want to see. Nice big smoky finish here. Let's hear it for Marco Tassone. A fantastic run. That's got you guys on your feet. Let's hear some love. Not saying I'm picking favorites, but I'm just kidding. Everybody's my favorite. Everybody's my favorite.
Especially Marco.
Nice. I can't say that, but that was good. That was good. Basically, to fill you in, Chelsea DeNova just needs to leave a high ceiling point so that someone can go above that. So that's an 85 for Marco Tassone, an 85, which ties him for Jesse Foote for first place right now. So an 85 for Marco Tassone. That is awesome. Next driver, another local driver, part of that Dark Lotus Drift team. It's Shelby Moreau and the LS 350Z Fountain Tire Nitto Tire 350Z. Here we go, Shelby. Let's send it, buddy. I know he was doing some MC duties for the local drifting here, and he was killing it as Shelby Moreau now filling that second outer zone. Really good start to a run here. Oh, has to grab a little bit more handbrake just to get that car rotated again. Bit inside on the line there for Shelby Moreau. Coming up nice, putting that big wing over the wall. Almost taking out that last clipping point with it. Let's hear it for your local boy, Shelby Moreau. Very good start to his 2022 Pro Spec Shootout weekend. Jam the whole race season into 2 days. All to play for tomorrow, of course. We got Formula Drift Pro Spec licenses up for grabs for our 1 and 2 spots. And all the bragging rights for third downwards. We are running a double elimination bracket again next year. As a 49 for Shelby Moreau, 49 leaves a little bit on the table. Let's hope he can better that in his second run. Also coming to us from the Dark Lotus Drift team, it's Gaston Morrison. Hard Knock Stunt Team, SCG Performance, Pro 1 Safety, Zestino Tires. No, he was lighting it up on the Door Wars stream for some cool stunts and some cool drifting as Gaston Morrison getting settled into this one. A little bit of a safe run here for Gaston Morrison. I know this guy can really turn it up. Jumping on the left foot brake and putting that loud pedal right on the stands right in front of you guys. You guys like that one? Make some noise. Yeah, a weirdly safe run for Gaston Morrison there. I know this guy likes to drive balls to the wall, leave nothing on it. That's going to be a 64 for Gaston Morrison, a 64 for car 109, Gaston Morrison. All right. Brandon Marcus, Ophir Braun, unfortunately, both going to be scratches. From what I understand, Ophir's feeling a little bit under the weather, so if you're watching, buddy, we miss you. Hope you feel well enough to come party on Sunday. If not, I'll drive your car for you. Just hit me up. No problem, buddy. No problem. As here we go, Chris Braniachuk, Grim Bro Racing, Ford Mustang, filling that second outside zone here very well for Chris Braniachuk. And just as I say that, little bit of an announcer's curse, has to dab on the opposing walk, and he's going to finish out the run here. Might be scoreable, might be a pretty sizable deduction as the drones in tandem finish up their run. So it is going to be a scoreable run. Judges are just comparing math notes. That's a 44. 44 for Chris Baraniachuk. John Burnstead has requested a calculator, so if you got a calculator hanging out. Or an Atticus. Wow, you're going all in. I like it. All right, here we go. Cars being driven in anger. Of course, this is the odd man out, Jesse Joe Curtis. Coming to us from the town that rhymes with fun, that's Regina. Looking good in that yellow FRS BRZ GT86, the combination of all fixed by the LS under the hood, of course. For Jesse Joe Curtis in the odd man out performance, Super BRZ, fuel suspension, EZ auto body, FDF angle, and Zestino tires. Making a good party machine there for Jesse Joe Curtis, the man with 3 first names. That's going to be a 48 for Jesse Joe Curtis on his first run. That's car 199. Next driver on the line here, make some noise for Justin Dubé in the Drift Easy Toyota Supra. Twin turbo LS 6.3 under the hood, good for 670 is what he's running it at, but 940 on a full chooch. Arms engine zombie fab, here we go. Justin Dubé, unfortunately, bit of an issue, and takes out that second outside zone clipping point, and looks like he's gonna shut this one down. So that's gonna be a scratch for Justin Dubé on his first run. Was looking really comfortable there on the later stages of practice, maybe just a little bit of competition nerves got to him. Hopefully he'll clean it up here and gets a full pull there, second run, because he was flying out on this track here earlier. All right, so unfortunately, yes, that is going to be a 0 for Justin Dubé. All right, next driver online. This is Cody Mullet, RB25 Nissan Skyline, Forever Welding, Pivot Point, the Hygiene Van, and Siege Works helping out in this program. He was actually painting the car in the parking lot, actually, so this sweet blue to purple fade you see going on, custom. One-off job done right here at Mission Raceway Park as Cody Mullet. Well, he's navigating said Mission Raceway Park, but I don't think this is going to be in the realm of scoreable as, oh boy. That's not ideal for the first run for Mr. Mullet there, so we'll see if he can clean that one up for his second pass. Of course, as these things have issues, they happen when they're important times. All right, next driver coming to us again from the States. This is Carlton McDonald. Give him a big old Canadian, how's it going, eh? As here we go. SBF 382 under the hood, J2 Racing, AccuTab Gaming, Ford Mustang, and man, this thing is pretty as he makes his way to the second outer zone here. Really nice and clean through the middle part of the track. Lines up that third outside zone, leaves a little bit of points on the table here, but now finishing out the run, nice and strong. Let's hear it for Carlton McDonald. And that beautiful Ford Mustang. Pretty sharp looking vehicle. So, of course, this year we have more opportunity to get you guys up closer to the cars. As the judges tabulating this score there. So it's going to be a 61 for Carlton McDonald, 61 for car number 382. Hey, his race number is the same as his engine. Right on, 382. If you know your Ford stuff, that's funny. Dave, haha. Nah. All about that 302, says Dave. Right on. All right, here we go. This guy throwing down heavy in practice. Let's see if he can continue it. Jesse Legault in the VQ powered Titan Fab. Rev Performance, Destino Tires. 240SX goes out for that outer zone. Leaves it a little bit early here. Big time in the dirt there for Jesse Legault. Has to jump on the e-brake and unfortunately bobbles it straight. Ah, man. Car number 403 started off on a burner there, and it all fell apart in that mid-course there for Jesse Legault. Of course, we were watching the stream last year, had that killer chase job with Sean Miller. Jesse Legault seems to be a big fan of Mission Raceway Park. So Mission Raceway Park, are you guys a big fan of Jesse Legault or what? Show him the love, man. He loves you guys. Definitely go stop by his pit area, chat him up. He's a really fun individual to have a conversation with. Ask him how much gas he used to get here. He might start crying. He has that, Chelsea, you might like that thing. It's an OBS-based Ford camper van. Might be big on it. All right, everybody take a big old step back because Regan Mccarter is on the track here. This guy likes to get rowdy. And with that LS under the hood of this BMW, he can really send it. So let's see what Regan Mccarter has in store for us. Huge entry there for Regan Mccarter, and oof. Oof. That might be the worst commentator's curse I've ever had. As that was a pretty sweet run-up, but just the demo run for Regan. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more love for Regan Mccarter on the second run, and I bet you he's going to show us something really wow. I know that guy's got a lot more.
The second half was good.
Yeah, right? So next driver on the line, car number 509. This is Chris Pollard in the Devotion Tires CPI, BMW E46, FDF Fab, 2J Auto, AR Thompson, and Big Duck Club, Lordco Auto Parts. There's a lot of sponsors in this guy. None more important, of course, than Madison Melly, design and graphics. As here we go, Chris Pollard starting to look for that outer zone, takes out that first clipping point to go with it, and on the characteristic bobble there for Chris Pollard. Huge on the noise is Chris Pollard. Let's show him some love, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty interesting course here. It's I'm not going to say it looks easy from the eye, but it has some very difficult portions to it that if you're not exactly where you need to be, it can really expose those mistakes as we see outside of second outer zone to the third outer zone. That's a big point of contention for the judges right now. So it's going to be a 45 for Chris Pollard on his first run. 45 for Chris Pollard. That's going to be another driver that has more on the table to offer here. So maybe guys just getting that first banker lap in. I'm not too sure. We'll have to ask them what's going on. As here we go, last driver for the first round of qualifying here from the 881 crew. This is Mark Dunbar, Napa Fort McMurray, Far From Good Clothing. 881 crew, Mark Dunbar. Nice and tight to the wall as he comes into the course here. Transitions past that first inside clip, filling that second outer zone very well here for Mark Dunbar. Really on a tear, takes both those clipping points down. Now angling it up on this last section, has to jump out of it just as half a second. But a nice, strong finish there for Mark Dunbar. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. That one was exciting. So that's going to be a score of 80 for Mark Dunbar, 8-0, which will unofficially put him in second place right now. Oh, fourth place. There's some ties. Okay, there's some very serious judging work to be done here to sort out these ties. So don't blame your lowly announcer if I get anything wrong, all right? All right, so a little clarification here. Leading qualifying right now is Jesse Foote with the, so he had a higher style score on his qualifying run. Ian Fournier has 84 points, so he's going to be sitting in third. Third place for Ian Fournier. So Marco Stone in second, Jesse Foote in first, Ian Fournier in third, and Mark Dunbar in fourth. That rounds out your top four going into the second round of qualifications here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some love. You guys ready for the second round of qualifying? All right, here we go. Second run. Tristan Mclennan coming into the course. Nice initiation there in that big booty car. As here we go. Trying to find that second outer zone. Doing really well here into the third outer zone for the Boost Factory C35. Galeno tires spinning off the back of those Hot Boy wheels. Tristan Mclennan looking really comfortable here. Let's hear it for Tristan Mclennan. A fantastic second run. You'll love to see it. Now, this gentleman spent some time in Japan helping out over there with the Power Vehicles crew. He probably sending some love across the sea to them if they're watching. Actually, I think they're sleeping right now, but it's all good. So really nice run there for Tristan Mclennan. Knew he can do it, believed in himself, brought his program here, and he is making it happen. So that's going to be a 74 for Tristan Mclennan. 74 for car number 4. Not a bad showing for Tristan Mclennan. I know he's going to go home happy with that one tonight. So Ian Fournier next up on the line, car number 9 in that R32 Skyline RB25 under the hood, 540 horsepower. Made it up to a Tex T01 101 transmission. Bang the gears and give her. And this is going to be a fun one. Zestino Tires GK Tech Injuku Racing helping out with that program. Longtime campaigner is Ian Fournier. Was up in the judges booth with us last year, now back in the driver's seat. John misses him a lot, but he ain't going to give him any bonus points. That's for sure. Hard to come by bonus points with John Bernstead. As here we go, Ian Fournier filling that outside zone very well. Nice and tight to that inside clip. Now goes hunting for that second outer zone. Very well there, Ian Fournier. All the makings of a great run. Huge, nice smoke line starting to form off the back of that R32 Skyline. Has to check up a little bit throughout that final corner, but let's hear it for Ian Fournier. Smoking off into the sunset. Fantastic drive for Ian Fournier. An 81 for Ian Fournier. 81 for Ian Fournier. Not enough to dethrone those at the top, but definitely came close. He'll take that going into tomorrow's top 32 brackets, and will be probably qualifying on a lead run side. That's ideal. So how that works is the highest qualifying driver will have the lead. The lower qualifying driver will chase first. So there's a lot of benefit to qualify high, qualify well, so you can have that lead run. Now, of course, another strategy is to maybe set a bit of a burner and qualify lower so you chase first. But enough about that. Let's go into the next run here. Is Adam Benson, that number 13 Integra Tire Corvette. Bolino tires wrap around those rubbers. And, oh, man, Adam Benson starting to weeble wobble there, but he doesn't fall down. And finish out the rest of the run pretty strong there for Adam Benson, his second time facing the scrutiny of the SPEC-D judges. And not doing a terribly bad job either. All right, so he does improve over his first run, a score of 50-5-0 for Adam Benson. An improvement over the 2 runs. You'll love to see it. Good job, Mr. Adam Benson. So next up was to be Cole O'Connell. I know they're still trying to throw heads on the engine there. I think they are going to be giving grace to the end of qualifying to see if they can get it done. And if they can get that done, that's quite the feat. But right now, Cole O'Connell is going to be skipped on his first run, skipped on his second run here. Not too sure what's happened on the far side of the track right now. We are just getting drivers back into position. I think next up we are going to see Ryan Drutz. Oh, we're hearing over the radio a fuel leak actually for Ryan Drutz. That's expensive. Can't have that. Oof. Basically just hemorrhaging money out there. Nice. Yeah, what doesn't that happen? Good point, Carrie, good point. Tell me you're married to a drifter. Yeah, exactly. So as the money continues to hemorrhage out on track here, we have another driver warming out on the burnout box. Unsure if Ryan Drutz is going to be calling his competition time out or what's going on there. I think they might just be rolling him off to the side, and he may be foregoing his second run here. All right. Coming up next, it's Mr. Aaron Day in the SSS S14. Woo! Aaron Day, of course, your defending shootout champion. Took it all the way to the top step last season. Let's see if he can get it done here. And it starts with a good qualifying effort from Aaron Day. Nicely close to that outside wall here. Coming in nice and tight to that inside clip. Goes looking for that second outer zone. Looking really sharp here for Aaron Day as he fills that third outer zone here. Grabbing lots of e-brake and getting it back on the smoke trail. Very good job for Aaron Day. Let's hear it for your SSS Motorsports S14. So it's going to be a score of 8-0, an 80 for Aaron Day, an 8-0 for car number 24. I believe that puts him about mid-pack right now, 5th or 6th. Not looking at the numbers ahead of me. But the scores will be posted online and on the driver's chat. So spotters, make note of that. We will have the qualifying scores handy for you, the spectators, tomorrow. As next driver coming in here, this is Galen Norman on his second run here. Let's see if he can make it happen. Transitions past that first inside clip. Leaves a little bit off that second outer zone. Now filling the third outer zone. We're seeing that wheel go from counter to straight to counter to straight. A lot of e-brake work in there, but that is going to be a full pull for Galen Norman, one of your local drivers here at Mission Raceway. Let's hear it from him. SCG Performance Jazz Products Midnighters Drift Team R34 of Galen Norman. Like to see him stepping out into the driver's seat. Big media personality for a number of years. That is going to be a 32 for Galen Norman. He does receive a score, and he will be in tomorrow's show, much to the relief of the crew that was helping him out there. Let's hear it, guys. Yeah. Don't be shy. You know, get loud, get rowdy. I know I'm sitting down, but I've had a long day. So that is a 34. A 34 for the R34? Yeah, it checks out. All right, so possibly 2 bonus points there for Galen Norman. The math checks out. We ran it by John. John gave it the okay. John's not okay, but the math? Less than okay. Okay, deal. All right, next up online here. I believe this is Brian Goodhue. No, I got that wrong. This is Jesse Foote. Sorry about that. Nice angle here for Jesse Foote. Currently your qualifying leader, and I think he may have just sealed the deal with that. That's a huge degree of angle through that last section of the course. Let's hear it for Jesse Foote. That Rev Performance 180SX. 180SX, you say, but he's steering it from the left. Yes, he did do a drive conversion on that thing out of comfort. Been campaigning this car for a number of years. Knew it came together really well for him in Mission Raceway 2 years ago, and has since been on a tear for Jesse Foote here. I don't want to say it, but he busted Foote loose. All right, so we do have a new #1 qualifier. It is Jesse Foote with a score of 87. And 87 for Jesse Foote. Now puts it a foot above the rest of the field.
Nice, Tony.
You can't sneak that one by, Jeremy.
Didn't see that one coming at all.
No, not at all, right? You could say I'm announcing on the back foot here. All right, no more feet joke. That's weird.
Yeah, quit while you're ahead.
Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, so Jace Hybash is the next driver here. Number 76 LS powered S13. Not too sure of sponsors. I'm assuming it's going to be just like MasterCard, Visa, stuff like that. You know, the standard stuff.
The only machine that works right now.
Yeah, there you go, right? All right, so Jace comes into the course here. Really nice initiation there in that LS S13. Now coming across that first inside clipping zone. Much better run here for Jace on his second run. Filling out that third outer zone while here, big dab of the e-brake coming into that final corner. Now gets it rotated, set, and exiting. Jace Hybash, a very nice run there. And we'll see what the judges think. How about you, Mission Raceway? What are you guys thinking? You guys having fun? Who's coming back tomorrow? Nice. That was only like half of you, though. That's, huh.
I think
We'll
only
see.
2 of them are coming back.
Yeah. That's going to be an 81 for Jace Hybash in that second run there. Good job for Jace. All right, little update here. Ryan Drutz will be taking a second qualifying run, but has till the end of qualifying to fix his fuel issue. So they're just fixing that down on the hot grid right there, getting that suited up. So Ryan Drutz will be running later. If he fixes it, of course. Next we have Casey Spencer, that Chevy Corvette. Nice and tight to the wall there. Bumper still dangling from the first run. Picking up a little bit of grass as he comes across that inside clip. Now trying to fill that third outer zone. A little bit of hesitation heading in though. But nice and loud on the way out. Casey Spencer, let's hear it from him. Big old warm Canadian welcome. Nice to see some American talent up here in SPEC-D. First time we've had, I think, a few American drivers at a competition, so that's pretty cool. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you stop by the merch booth. Go grab the new version of Drift Zone put on by Electric Media. Beautiful photo magazine there. 71 for Casey Spencer, sorry. A 71 for Casey Spencer. Oh, really? So it is Spencer Casey. Whack. That'll work. All right, so thank you. Thank you very much, sun-hatted gentlemen. As here we go, Lane Weber into the track now. Much better start to this run here. I'm gonna just keep quiet. Yeah, no bobble. Ah, no, Lane. Ah, man. Life in the fast lane comes up quick, and not too sure that's gonna be scoreable. Seems some nods here. Ooh. That's gonna be a scratch for Lane Weber, unfortunately. All right, so next on track here, this is Brian Goodhue in that 1.5 JZ G35. Triple style design, dev speed. Ecosa Motor Lubes and Wolf Rain Motorsports helping out in this program. Very sweet decal job on this car. Very sharp looking. And we'll see what Mr. Brian Goodhue has for us. See what's good. All right, here we go. Brian Goodhue coming into the course here. Rolling into the initiation, past that inside clip. Leaving a little bit on the table here. Now getting nice and tight to that second outside zone. Big straight in between the two, though, as he reinitiates here. And now just getting on the throttle. Maybe not running at 100% there for Goodhue. A bent upper control arm we're hearing. So not the easiest car to drive for Brian Goodhue, but making the best of it. And I think they may be able to score his run here. That's going to be a 38 for Brian Goodhue, a 38 for car number 91. Unfortunately, some mechanical issues preventing him to run at his full pace. So we'll see if Brian Goodhue can get it all straightened up for the show tomorrow, but he does make it in for car number 91, Brian Goodhue. Next car on the line, number 97, Marco Tassone from the SSS Motorsports. Here we go, firing off. King Tuner Ali making it sing. Bang. Bringing the north side with him. Marco Tassone, very nice run here, filling that third outer zone, taking that clipping point down. Nice, strong finish here for Marco Tassone. Make some noise. Like to send some love to Marco's family who's watching live from Italy. So thank you guys for tuning in. Papa Tassone, thanks for keeping the sand at home. No sand in the gas tank here. That's helpful.
What?
Yeah. It was a common occurrence a few seasons ago for Mr. Marco. His dad would always threaten to put some sand in his gas tank if he didn't get his funny-looking S-chassis off his driveway. So,
well, thank God you explained that, because only two of us got that joke.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an 85 for Marco Tassone. So does not improve, but good for second place overall so far. And actually, that's pretty consistency. I think he got 85, so not bad there.
That's an average of about 85. I just calculated it.
That seems to be the magic number here. Well, actually, 87 would be the ideal number, courtesy of Jesse Foote. Still looking to give out a high 90. Here we go, Shelby Moreau coming to you here in that Fountain Tire, Nitto Tire 350Z. Dark Lotus Drift Team represented well here. Shelby Moreau leaving a little bit on the table off that second outer zone. Not a bad run for Shelby Moreau. Let's hear it, guys. So that's going to be a 56 for Shelby Moreau, car number 99, with a score of 56. Brendan Wallstrom, unfortunately, going to be a scratch. I don't believe they were able to. Oh, maybe that's him warming up down there. All right, so it is going to be, unfortunately, a scratch for Brendan Wallstrom. Gaston Morrison next to take the line from the Hard Knocks Stunts SCG Performance. Cestino Tires Pro 1 safety Nissan S13. Of course, improved with the LS under the hood. All right, here we go, Gaston Morrison. I know this guy can turn it up. Nice flick initiation into that first corner, pass it inside, touch and go. Just filling out that second outer zone, banging the limiter is Gaston Morrison. Has to grab a little e-brake and check up here now, getting on that left foot brake, but putting down the power fully is Gaston Morrison. Make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen had some pretty neat performances during the Door Wars live stream. That was fun.
Hey, Tony, can we get a shout out to Cam Stupar, who can't be here?
We can definitely give a shout out to Cam Stupar. Hope you're watching, buddy. Hope you're comfy wherever you are watching from. Sad that you're not here, buddy, but hey, we'll catch you at the next one. So it's going to be a 65 for Gaston Morrison, a 65 for car number 109. All right, next up online here, it's going to be Chris Baraniachuk, the Grimbro Designs Ford Mustang. Here we go, out of the gate, and away we go. Is Baraniachuk setting up past that first inside clip, now filling that second outer zone here very well. Baraniachuk on a bit of a heater, a little bit of a late e-brake pull there, now gets the car rotated into the final section of the course and across the line. Big angle there for the finish. Make some noise for Chris Baraniachuk. So that's going to be a score of 70 for Chris Baraniachuk. I believe this is his first time seeing SPEC-D Pro competition, so welcome to the big leagues, Chris Baraniachuk. 70 is your score. Good job, buddy. All right, here we go. Jesse Joe Curtis in that odd man out performance Subaru BRZ coming into the course. Nice job in that outer zone, past the inside clip. Jesse Joe Curtis filling that second outer zone here really well. Actually, a nice degree of speed here throughout the run. Needs a little bit more angle. But overall, not so bad for Jesse Joe Curtis. Let's hear it for him. So it's going to be an 81 for Jesse Joe Curtis, an 81 for car 199. Not bad. Not a bad job there for Jesse Joe Curtis. All right, next on the line, car number 250, the Drift Easy Toyota Supra of Justin Dubé. Twin turbo LS, a billion under the hood. Lots of big LS guy, big turbo guy. This will be a fun one. As here we go, Justin Dubé coming into the course. Nice snappy initiation here across that first inside clip. Nice transition there for Justin Dubé. Really starting to roll on that power. Gets those turbos spooling. You can hear that hitting the rev limiter. Big e-brake pull there for Justin Dubé. Just needs to get it into the show here. And wow, smoking out that cap there is Justin Dubé. A fantastic job there, and I believe that's going to be a scoreable run for him. That's what he was looking for. So it's going to be a 52 for Justin Dubé, a score of 52 for the Drift Easy Toyota Supra. A little bit of work to do overnight, but not a bad way to get into the show there for Justin Dubé. I know he's going to be pretty excited with that. It was pretty much last minute to get that car all ready and prepared for today's competition, but did a really good job there. So make sure you show some love to Justin Dubé here as he comes back across the track. Good job, buddy. Cody Mullet here for his second run. The parking lot paint job special R32, and that's a little bit too much rotation there. That's, man. I wish everybody could make it, but unfortunately that is going to be a double goose egg there for Cody Mullet in the Forever Welding Pivot Point Hygiene Van Siegeworks R32. Oh, man. Maybe a mechanical issue there for Cody Mullet, as it didn't sound like that car was boosting fully. All right, we got 5 drivers left here. 5 drivers left to make it into competition here. Carlton McDonald is the first of those 5, or the last of those first 5. Actually, it's going to be 6 because we got Ryan Drutz waiting in the wings too, and I know Cole O'Connell's team still trying to slap the heads back on that Chevy Corvette. Do not know how they're doing, but hopefully they're doing good. Maybe one of the drones could fly by the pits and check that out. All right, here we go. Carlton McDonald coming into the course, that 382 Ford Mustang. Nice initiation there along the wall, past that inside clip. Now transferring out to that second outer zone, starting to pour on the power. There it is for you, Owen. And third outer clip there for Carlton McDonald, doing a really nice job. Later side of the section, big angle to finish out the course. That's got Chelsea hyped. Right on. Good job there for Carlton McDonald. That AccuTab Gaming J2 Racing 1 Vitality 382 Ford Mustang. So it's going to be a 74 for Carlton McDonald, a 74. Best run of the day, saved it for when it matters, so good job there, Carlton. So, Drift fans, how are we doing out there? Long day. Spectator gates at 1 o'clock tomorrow, I believe. Let me just see through the notes here. That does check out, so yes, you can join the party as early as 1 p.m. tomorrow before we go live for our top 32 double elimination bracket. We'll be sending them to the sun goes down tomorrow, so if you like this, you're going to love the full competition. So everybody's goal tonight, bring a friend with you. Got a little bit more room for more. All right, next driver online. Where are my VQ fans at? Who loves a good straight pipe VQ? Oh, we've seen some thumbs down. That's accurate, but not nice. Here we go, Jesse Legault coming into the course here. Really nice initiation, really well across that first inside clip. Jesse Legault goes hunting for that third outside clip. A little bit of turn drop there, but wow, look at the degree of speed for Jesse Legault. Now finishing it out nice and strong. Let's hear it for your Titan Fabrications 403 Street Driven Media, Jesse Legault. So that Titan Fab revved performance Zestino tires. 240SX. As we are just waiting on Jesse Legault's score here. Was one of the guys to really start setting the pace early on in practice. And hopefully that's going to translate to a good qualifying score for him. That's going to be a 70 for Jesse Legault. He does get in the show there with a 70, a very good run for Jesse Legault. All right, everybody, let's try this again. Take a big old step back because Regan Mccarter is next on track. As here we go, LS under the hood, ready to get rowdy as Regan Mccarter. A little bit safer on the entry this time and a little bit of bobble past that inside clip. Now really starting to dig into that loud pedal is Regan Mccarter trying to get that thing rotated here, really snaps back on him. Not the prettiest run there for Regan Mccarter. I know he can do a lot better, but it does sound like it will be a scoreable run, so Regan Mccarter will see tomorrow's top 32 Pro Spec shootout. So it's going to be a 35 for Regan Mccarter, a 35. Lots left on the table there. I know that gentleman can really swing for the fences, so guess you'll have to come back tomorrow and see if I'm lying or not, eh? I could be making it all up. Who knows? I might not even be real. As here we go, Chris Pollard coming on course now. Devotion Tire, Canadian Performance Injection, BMW E46. Nice snappy initiation here for Chris Pollard. Tight to that first inside clip. Nice to the second outer zone. Big transition there for Chris Pollard. Has to drop a little bit of handbrake. Now standing on that loud pedal. Oh, just snaps away from him, but he does save it. He does save it. Had a big correction in the steering there. But Chris Pollard saves it off the wall, saves it from disaster. That was looking good, but we're seeing some head shakes from the judges here. For lack of a better word, Chelsea looks flabbergasted. Big understeer guy, big understeer. Poof. All right, so we'll see if Chris Pollard will receive a score on that second run. Basically what the judges are going into, as he came across the last corner here, just in front of you guys, looked like the car kind of bit back and he had to dial out of it really quickly, so much so that he was actually understeering towards the wall. Nice little clutch kick and a boot full of throttle fixed that, but they are looking heavily at this opposite steer, if you will, for Chris Pollard. That really created a big understeer condition there for him. Not what you want to see. Chris Pollard, of course, won the first time here in Mission Raceway. Was just kept off the podium last year, so he's a man on a mission, trying to get back to the top step here. So, nothing really PG being discussed between the judges right now, but and it sounds like Chris Pollard will receive a 0 for his second run. That's a 0 for Chris Pollard on run number 2. And I believe, once again, the major point of contention there just being that massive understeer towards the wall, just about through the course, but unfortunately bit just at the wrong time. And Chris Pollard is going to be sitting on a 0 for his second run. All right, 2, potentially 3 drivers left to go. As we got Mark Dunbar next on the line, 888, or no, not getting my triples and my 8s and all that messed up. As we got 881 Cruise, Mark Dunbar, thank you. Jeez, get it right, Tony. It's Dark Munbar. Here we go. Mark Dunbar next to leave the line. Last run of the day, so Ryan Drutz is going to not take his second run, and Cole O'Connell is unfortunately going to be a scratch. So this is the last run of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, stand on your feet and make some noise. Let's hype him up. Here we go, Mark Dunbar. Nice snappy initiation into the course. Big angle across that first inside clip. Goes out for that second outside zone, fills it pretty well here. Nice across the track, lot of throttle here for Mark Dunbar. Nice little e-brake pull to set it up the last section of the course. And a strong finish for 881's Mark Dunbar. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we do have an update. Mark Dunbar unofficially becomes your first place qualifier with a score of 88. Just one to eclipse Jesse Foote. Mark Dunbar sitting on an 88 and will be unofficially your #1 qualifier for the 2022 SPEC-D Pro Spec Shootout. As he exits the track, ladies and gentlemen, let him know. Make some noise for Mark Dunbar. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, please. Sir, that's loud. All right, that is going to be a wrap for the on-track action. We invite you to come check out our vendor village, get up close to some of those drivers, shake some hands, get some names. I know Chelsea's going to be hanging out too, so if you want to bug him with all your drift-related questions, be happy to answer them. Once again, spectator gates open at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We have 2 hours of free practice before we get into our top 32 bracket, double elimination. I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to JB's Power Center, Zestino Tires Canada, Pulse RV, Devotion Tire, Mission Raceway, Valley Tech Production, LBDJ, Fundamentally Fresh, and 403 Street Driven are our partners that bring SPEC-D to you. If you liked us, make sure to follow along on all of our socials, the SPEC-D Drift Series. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and I believe on YouTube as well. Big thank you to Valley Tech Production putting on the live stream here. This was a lot of fun. Of course, if you've enjoyed the announcing, that was done by a gentleman of the name of Tony Kosh. SPEC-D TK, you can find me on Instagram, so if you want to tell me I did a good job, bad job, and anything in between, you can find me on there. I'm down to talk trash to anybody on the internet, so I'm not afraid. Sean, you looking like you want to jump in here. Closing thoughts for day 1 of 2 of the 2020 Pro Spec Shootout.
Well, I guess as always, when it comes to qualifying, the drivers really step it up and they do a great job. We saw the lines really improve. Keeping it out of the dirt is always nice, much appreciated to the track. I don't know, it was really good drive-in. And looking forward to the battles tomorrow. That's when it all really counts. This is just giving us a bracket, but you know, no matter what you got in qualifying, it all matters how you drive in tandem. So looking forward to tomorrow.
So we're seeing quite a wide variety of scores, if you will. Do you think anybody was kind of going at this with the strategy of trying to chase first?
Possibly. It's just tough because very much we're just looking at different aspects in it where I'm judging the line. You know, if the style is still there and it looks like a great, cool run, like gives that X factor, they may score really poorly on the line aspect, but the style's like just their gangster style. So they may score on that, but I don't think there's any strategy being played. How about you?
Yeah, no, I was going to say it looked like a full pull run for everybody. It didn't look like any kind of gamesmanship. Really impressed by Jesse Foote. I think he found something about Mission Raceway, and Jesse Foote just clicks. Really found that other level and stepped it up. I know he's leading qualifying there for a good large bit. Just usurped at the end by Mark Dunbar sitting on that 88. Pretty fantastic run for both of them. Really excited to see what I was going to ask about, some of the lower qualifyings. I mean, most notably, Chris Pollard, very, very strong driver, not sitting on a really reflective score. So I think that's going to be an interesting one to watch him come up through the field chasing first. I know him and Aaron Day, I think, might meet up in the second match. I'm just guessing on the bracket. This is literally guesswork.
Yeah, you know, it kind of surprised me. Like, Chris all through practice was just really dialed it in. We used him actually as an example in the drivers' meeting. But, you know, sometimes the conditions change. Maybe it's just some small change they made on the car. But it seemed like he just got caught out, especially in the last going to the final outer zone. That's where it zeroed him out on the last run, just because he had a little bit of opposite, you know, driver input and just way offline. So it kind of made it an unchaseable run. So, I mean, it was good to see that he's in the show. I mean, Chris has done this in the past. He kind of has battled his way back all the time. So I'm looking forward to seeing him drive, because that's really where he shines, is in tandem. So, I mean, today is just getting you in the bracket. And at the end of it all, it's how you do in tandem. And I know he's there as a driver, and I've watched him hundreds of laps, and, you know, he sends it every time in tandem, so that's where he shines.
Something, too, I wanted to bring to attention. Rubber down on the course. This second corner especially looked like it got a lot stickier from the end of practice to the end of qualifying. I don't know if it really caught anybody out, but it definitely looked like it really had a lot of grip to offer. So if you're really brave to send it in there full throttle, looks like the track adhesion is ramping up. Of course, it was green when we got here. Now it's getting pretty sticky. So what do you think this track's going to have in store for us tomorrow?
Well, you know, we're starting off fresh, but I mean, if we go out and we're going to be working on the track a little bit tonight, and it is very sticky. Your shoes stick to it. We probably noticed it the most as the track grips up a little bit, that you could hear a lot more clutch kicks going on when they were in this this last sweeper here at the end. A lot of clutch kicks just to keep that RPM up, but also huge smoke, huge style. Loving that.
Right on. Well, thank you very much, Sean. We're going to bring it over to Mr. Chelsea Denofa. So we're done day 1 and 2 of our Pro Spec shootout. Any opening thoughts?
Yeah, everybody was ripping throughout the day. There was a lot of progress. Seeing people struggle with a track that is definitely one of the more difficult ones. And then seeing them progress and fill the zones and get in and score high 80s. Obviously, we're pretty hard on them out there because we want to leave room for the guy who does the perfect lap. But yeah, everybody was looking really good. Their cars were really well set up. And some of the guys who have less power were able to have the same speeds by sacrificing angle a little bit. And it seems like everybody's kind of doing what they need to do to maximize the car, the track, and their score.
Right on, man. Any thoughts about Canadian drifting? Kind of cool to see it come this far. I know you were with us 4 or 5 years ago. Don't want to make it sound old, but pretty interesting to see kind of how we're growing. Can you maybe speak to that? What do you like? Would you like to see?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everywhere it's hard to fill an entire top 32. I mean, you got to have a car, a group of people that have cars set up, have the ability to come out and drive. People came up 20-plus hours to be here and drive here, so it's a huge commitment. Take off work Thursday, Friday, and then be here the weekend. So it's really good to be able to see this many people out here and shredding. I mean, the scene is big. The track is awesome here. SPEC-D puts a really good job doing like all the live stream, like the whole setup, banners everywhere. It looks really professional, so I'm stoked to be here.
Right on, buddy. We are really stoked to have you. We'll hopefully have some really crazy battles for you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. So on behalf of myself, the SPEC-D crew, this is SPEC-D TK signing off. Little Brown DJ gonna play us out here. Give me the closing beat, bud. Give me the closing beat. There it is. You'll love it. You'll love to hear it. So on behalf of myself, Tony Kosh, SPEC-D TK, signing off for tonight. Make sure you join us. Spectator gates open up as early as 1 o'clock. Of course, if you can't be here in the building, we will be on the, I think it's the Lordco TV live stream again, of course, put on by Fundamentally Fresh and your Valley Tech production crew. So big thank you to those guys for helping up on the program once again. Thank you to all of you hanging out in the pits as I speak to this nice empty stand. I know you guys were there first, but love you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Blue Shirt Man. Thank you. Love you. Got a lot of love for you, buddy. I better see you tomorrow, though. I'm gonna find you if you don't come back. Same shirt, different day? I'll be looking for you. Right on. All right, guys. There's that horn again, man. What is up with that? No. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for day 1 of 2 of the Pro Spec Shootout SPEC-D 2022. We'll be back on track tomorrow. Spectator gates at 1 o'clock. We will see you guys then. Thank you very much.
Good night, Tony.